basketball action with the Marion Warriors hosting the Hillsboro Trojans. Now for your starting lineups, for the Hillsboro Trojans, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Caleb Rempel. For the Marion Warriors, a 6'1 senior, number 2, Sam Zinn. For Hillsboro, a 5'11 senior, number 21, Brooks Gardner. For Marion, a 6'2 senior, number 3, Eli Heck. For Hillsboro, a 5'9 junior, number 22, Caleb Matusek. For Marion, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Evan Heidebrecht. For Hillsboro, a 6'1 senior, number 30, Darian Ratzlaff. For Marion, a 6'4 senior, number 5, Chase Stringer. For Hillsboro, a 6'4 senior, number 45, Wes Shaw. And for Marion, a 6'4 senior, number 20, Noah Dalrymple. The Hillsboro Trojans are coached by Daryl Pinot. The Marion Warriors are coached by Terry Edwards.
I'm ready. Put me in. Got a battery. I'm the man. Got everything running.
Good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome back to the SAC for another installment. We are here tonight facing the Hillsboro Trojans in this semifinal matchup in the sub-state here in Marion. What do you think, Coach?
Well, last time we played it, I think it came right down to the end. 2 points.
2 points, 54-52. And that was right before Christmas.
You know, I think both teams are different now. For one thing, I think they're missing the Knoll kid. But I think we're playing a little bit different offense. It'll be interesting to see how we handle number 45. I think he lit us up pretty good inside, so we're going to have to.
Well, without a doubt, every time we played this year, we've said it comes down to who gets to the loose balls. If we hustle and get the loose balls, I think Marion has as good a chance as any to win this game tonight.
50-50 balls.
Hillsboro's going to start out in a man.
I don't think they play anything else.
I don't think so either. Zinn pops a 3, little short off the front iron.
I don't look for us to be able to get too many second offensive rebounds. That may be a big key. Who gets the most offensive rebounds and second chance points.
Ratzlaff for a long 3-pointer, rolls out. Rebound up to Het, pushes the ball, going to bring it back out. Wise move there by Het not to push that one. Didn't have the numbers. Down low to Heidebrecht. Fight away, can't quite get it. Wasn't quite the shot he wanted. He had to fade away a little bit more than he was really wanting to do there.
And I think we've got 2 pretty good shots.
From the corner, misses. Pushes high, Stringer into Dalrymple. Thought there was a little contact there. Guess they're going to let him play. Down low to West Shaw. First basket of the game by Hillsboro with about 2 minutes gone in the game.
You got to know where he's at all the time. He kind of snuck in on the backside of that zone. And that's where they'll try to.
I was going to say, if there's one spot in the zone that has hurt us, all year, it is that weak spot, down low, backside. Nice, into Dalrymple. Nice move. Sam drew 2 guys off on him, left Dalrymple wide open for the easy
When he's
shot.
under control like that and seeing the,
Wow, he was in the air. He left the air in the forecourt.
I think.
Basket by Shaw.
I'd like to see a review of that one because it looked like it was almost backcourt. But yeah, Sam was so well under control, and he drew 2 guys to him, opened it up really nice underneath. That's what we got to do. Everybody.
Got a little mismatch here temporarily. Need to get the ball back down into Chase.
And then
Dalrymple hustled for that one, saved it. Unfortunately, saved it right to Hillsboro. Then Evan picks off the pass. Takes it strong. Nice Stringer, nice strong move inside into a triple team.
Yep. Pick up the foul.
Yeah, that's right. The odds are he's going to get that
Pick
foul
up the
call.
foul.
So Stringer's going to be at the line for 2. 3 minutes gone in this game. 4-2 Hillsboro at this point. First foul of the game there.
Yeah, they've been getting up and down the floor pretty good.
They're going to call. They called that one on Gardner.
Yeah.
Thought maybe they called on Shaw.
No, 21 was the one that was there.
Stringer's second free throw is
Okay.
good.
We're going to press. We'll see what happens here.
You know, Hillsboro has not been bothered by this press, and like we talked in the pregame, not exactly sure that we want to continue to press if they're going to get some easy shots down low. We'll see what Coach Edwards decides to do all game.
I think he just wants to slow them down a little bit.
Stringer didn't quite get the box out full on that one. Shaw goes over the top of him and picks up an offensive rebound.
I think if they call this a little bit closer, I think that'd be to our advantage. Okay, got a replay.
Rimple just went up for the ball and just floated right into Head and
Yeah.
basically helped push Head out of bounds.
Pushed him.
First team second. The 2 second entering the game.
Hillsboro is very aggressive, playing really man-to-man, in-your-face defense.
Yeah. Wynn checks in for
And
Dalrymple.
they do a lot of hand checking.
Nice strong move by Stringer. That's what he needs to do. Shaw gets good position, but he doesn't have the springs that Stringer's got. So
Okay.
Sam got in his face and made him, take a missed shot. That's another one of those calls. Look where this guy's set up.
Hey.
He is set up clear under
Well,
the basket.
let's see. He's got the ball all the way at half court, never passes it. The guy's just sitting there waiting on him.
First team foul.
Yep. I'd say good call by the officials. Okay.
Well, we got a quick break here in the action. We're going to say our first quarter sponsors: Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank. 5-6 Hillsboro, 3:50 to go on the clock here in this first quarter.
Our pregame was brought to you by Central National Bank.
Nice give and go there. Stringer needs to get out of the lane.
All right. It's going to be that kind of a game all night long. I don't see either team getting out in front.
So Chase is going to go take a breather along with Heidebrick. Jackson Tracy checks in and Noah Dalrymple checks back in. So our normal 7 rotation has now seen the court within this first 4.5 minutes of the game. Nice hand by Sam to knock that one away to prevent a quick, easy underneath bucket there by Shaw.
Get it spread out. They move the ball fast enough. They're getting
Those
nice
easy under shots.
nice shots underneath.
Wow, they could have called Sam there for a push-off. I'm
Yep.
glad they didn't, but Dalrymple left that short. We need to get back. We're getting beat down the floor here. Nice hustle back by Tracy. I say that right then. Tracy made his way back and actually got a hand on that one and sold the ball on this. Eli in the corner. Oh. Man, we got a lot of rims tonight that are just bouncing off, just a little bit off. Corner. Hillsboro hits that one from the corner.
3-point basket by Katusek.
4-point lead right now, 2:28 to go. In the middle, Dalrymple makes a move on Shaw, takes it up quick. Oh man, that was down and came back out. Oh, that could have been a travel there. That back foot slid.
3-on-2.
Three-pointer from the other corner.
3-point basket by Katusek.
They're doing a really good job of spreading the floor and passing the ball, we're chasing. That's 2 on Sam.
Fouls on Zinn, his second personal, team second.
I was going to say we only have 2 fouls, and he's got them both.
Yep. So Sam's going to go take a seat for a little bit. Brandon checking back out. So starters minus Sam plus Tracy in right now for the Warriors. Hillsboro's got it quick. Well, now 10-point lead. That's 3 straight 3-pointers for the Trojans.
They're getting open shots. We're not getting any. Let's go, guys. I don't like our body language, Darren.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Nice offense. I mean, nice defensive rebound there by Noah. He had to stretch out to get that one, but
He did. He went
he got up there.
Secured it.
Yeah.
Zinn's going to check back in here. He needs to be careful.
Team third.
He's got 2 fouls. We're not even through the first quarter yet. He's got to be careful on those drives,
Yep.
picking up a charging foul.
Oh, wow. Het gets mugged and no call.
It was a good job by Hillsboro to rake the ball.
Hillsboro's working around a little bit more now. They got enough of a lead. They're going to make sure they get a good shot out of this. Run it down to the final shot of the quarter here.
Okay, now get back inside.
Well, that was a nice steal. Stringer looked up right after he got the steal. He looked up to make sure he had enough time on the clock to take it all the way in, and he saw that he did. So right as the ball went through the basket, the clock went off. So
That was
perfect timing by Stringer.
That was a good steal. And
Great
good job.
anticipation.
our second quarter sponsors are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Peary Real Estate, and Marion.
Well, similar to the other night, there's a couple of case things we have to take care of. So here we go. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. Public service message from the Kansas State High School Athletic Association and your MCTV.
The first quarter, it was pretty nip and tuck until Hillsboro
hit 3 threes.
3 threes right in a row and stretched it out there, and that's pretty much been the story of the first quarter. 15-7.
It's both of us. We're both cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Start of the second quarter. Hillsboro has the ball. Inside, Shaw takes a little shot off. Rebound cut, brought back in by Stringer. Oh, loses the ball. Stringer he got up to half court, but he forgot to check from the backside. Didn't realize there was a follower.
Nice job by Noah Dalrymple.
Noah affected the shot there. Nice hold up. Oh. Heidebrecht gets a rebound. Nice hustle by Noah to keep that ball alive so Heidebrecht can pick it up and get it in. So what was a 10-point lead for the Trojans now is Marion's got it back to 6. Nice extra pass by Gardner.
Nice pass. That was a great job of finding somebody open.
And found the open guy on the backside.
There was somebody forgot to rotate down at the bottom to take care of that backside.
Oh.
You got to help the helper.
Dalrymple went one way, right, but Stringer was making that pass. It was the right idea. Noah had inside position on his man. He's in pushing the ball up. Over the head in the corner. Got the three. There we go.
Tampa State Bank three-pointer.
I think that's our first one of the evening.
Casey's son, I'm sorry. Casey's son three-pointer. Sorry, Casey.
I think that's our first of the night.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Not that we haven't put a couple up, just have not been able to get them to fall. That time Heck got his feet set, took the shot that's his normal shot, and got it to go. There you go. Yep.
Good job, Noah.
They're going to get Gardner on that call.
Okay.
That'll be his second. Team foul number 4 for the Trojans.
It's a good job of going up and getting the ball. Number 4 is coming in for Hillsboro.
His second personal.
Caleb Rimple.
Fourth team foul.
So Stringer's going to take a seat here on the bench for a little bit. Brandon Wynn checks back in for him. Get him a minute or two breather and let him finish out the half here. You know, so far, nails in from the corner. Got it! Cason's on three-pointer for Zinn from the corner. 15-17 Trojans. Steal by Heidebrecht. Oh, left hat a little long. Ooh. Right idea. Heidebrecht just let him just a little bit too much.
A great idea. Good timeout by the Hillsboro coach. I think he sees this slipping away just a little bit. So
here's the replay here. Just a fingertip too far. Let's see if he did. Yep, he did. He stepped on the end line.
Sure,
that was a good call by the official.
Probably a good thing because Hillsboro had it.
Yeah.
Would have.
Especially with Het being down there on the corner. He didn't come out for a little while. So
got a Tampa State Bank timeout. So we'll have to regroup here and play some defense. It's going to be a game of spurts. Now it has been. So
we didn't get much chance to say this up front, but our pregame was brought tonight by Central National Bank, and we are broadcasting from the Landing Pharmacy area.
And our quarterly reports are brought to you by St. Luke Hospital.
So 5:18 to go. Back to a 2-point game. 4 team fouls for the Trojans, 2 for the Warriors. Both of them by Zinn, which is amazing that none of our other big guys have picked up a foul yet.
Need to watch inside, back behind that. Nice job.
Nice job by Wynn to close out and not take a
nice
fake.
Close out.
Yeah. It was Noah's hand, but one of the Trojans knocked it out of Noah's hands going out of bounds. So it's going to be Warrior ball here with a chance to tie it up. Maybe take the lead, but we'll just settle for at least a 2. Ooh, that was a close pass. Dalrymple takes a long one, can't get it to fall. That was a pretty flat shot there from Noah.
Yeah, he shoots a pretty flat shot, makes it kind of hard for it to go in.
Got caught up high. We didn't cover the back corner again.
They did a great job of penetrating the middle, and when we came up, gave it to the guy on the backside. Okay, we've got to play some defense. They're getting ready to get a spurt.
Oh, wow.
Got a timeout.
Tampa State Bank
Tampa
timeout.
State Bank timeout. Well, we're a little timeout.
Edwards here. It looks
I'll give you a little
going to be
sportsmanship.
Just a 30-second timeout here.
Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participating in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. This is a public service message from the Kansas State High School Activity Association and your MCTV.
Okay, so we are back with the live action here. Hillsboro back to a 4-point lead. Marion with the ball. 3.5 to go in this game. 3:45. Heidebrick penetrates, jumps off, can't get it to go. We're going to get Brandon on a foul.
Okay, we're in one of those spurts. We need to turn them around and get a spurt of our own going.
Yep. Right now, even on our offense right now, looks like it's on its heels.
Right now, we are just a little bit.
Hillsboro just working the ball up top, waiting for us to make a mistake down low and leave somebody open in the corner again. Nice collapse there by Evan and Stringer in the middle.
Not
just trying to lull us to sleep right now.
Not putting much pressure on the ball.
Let him penetrate around, and then Stringer had to stay on Shaw, so Honshu got the shot off the glass.
We got a foul down below, I think, on somebody.
Call Honshu on that one.
They are working to chase over, but he's got to be tough on there. He's doing a good job.
Fouls on Hanshu.
It would help if we could hit some of our perimeter shots after he passes it back out.
It would open it back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hillsboro back to a 6-point lead after they've hit a couple quick baskets.
They've had a couple stops and a couple of baskets, so. Well, I tell you what, he's been having trouble. He just can't quite get it over the front of the rim last couple of games.
No, but he did
Got the
with his
rebound.
shot, and he got his own rebound, got it back out, so we got to reset the offense here and go at it again. Nice cut by Sam with the floater. Nice pass.
For crying out loud. Man, how can that happen?
Because we weren't looking.
We don't look for the ball.
We did muscle and we weren't looking.
We're jogging back. Lost our focus, didn't we, just a little bit?
Well,
Fouls on Tracy is first. Team fourth.
You know, that's the right thing you got to do, though, is if the Hillsboro push the ball up the floor, and they did it.
Oh,
They've
yeah,
done it multiple times tonight. The Warriors got to get back and get their head turned around. That time they got back, but they weren't looking. And
My
Malls came
rule
right over
was
the
you
top of
always
them.
could see the ball. Wherever it's at. If you got to backpedal, you backpedal.
Back to a 6-point lead.
Too many turnovers.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get shot on that one. Noah did a great job of not going up in the air. He
stayed there.
Stayed there, just kept his hands
Stayed
up,
there, yep.
got the block, got the not a steal, but the rebound, whatever you want to call it, off the block, and then Shaw fouled him.
I would say right now, Hillsboro's ahead because they've taken care of the ball a little better than we have.
Yes.
I don't know how many turnovers we have, but we have way too many. And they don't have all that many, so need to take care of the ball a little bit.
There it is. Lazy one-handed pass.
Yep. Okay. Just got to play defense. Come on, we got to get back in this. Actually, I think we're playing pretty good defense. We're staying right with them. We're just not doing a very good job of taking care of the ball.
Henry enters the game.
Did you write down the first quarter score? 7:15. Okay, I was trying to see 8-point lead. So we cut into the lead, but we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been actually back to. I know we had it to 4, maybe even 2-point differential at one time.
2 points. We had it to 2 points. Okay. I think we'll give them that shot all night long.
I don't know that that's probably a shot their coach was really wanting them to take. that was a long 3-pointer. There it is.
There we go.
Nice shot way to follow by Heck, get his rebound and put it back up.
Second chance points. Need to get back. Play defense. They got us spread out an awful lot again. Got 2 people on that back side. Got to be careful of.
Long shot. That one he gets to go.
3-point basket by Patusek.
Nice high off the glass
Nice
by
job,
Dalrymple.
right at the end,
buzzer.
And that's the end of the first half.
So we're going to go to halftime here with the score 26-21. 5-point deficit for the Warriors.
They're going to have to come back and take care of the basketball.
Take care of the basketball. No,
right.
50-50 balls we're doing our fair job at. It's about 50% of them we're getting to. But right now we just have way more turnovers than Hillsboro, and that's why you see this 5-point deficit at halftime.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, welcome back, sports fans. We've got a real tight ball game here. Before we get started, I need a little public service announcement. Your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom. The sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch. The Kansas Activity Association and the MCTV encourages you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen team.
Well, here we go. Getting ready to start the second half. Marion's going to have the ball. 5 points down as we start this second half. And like we talked right before half, we just need to take care of the ball. We limit our turnovers in this half. I think we've got a pretty good chance to get back in this game.
We really can't let them get a spurt. They're playing some tough man-to-man defense. I would say that for them. And we got a foul on number 21.
It's going to be his third.
After the shot? Or on the shot?
I think they're going to call it after. It's going to be an after.
It's after the shot, so if we take it out, no free throws. Better get out of bounds there, Sam. Okay, there you go. There we go.
Gets it to drop over a double team. He had both Shaw and his man going up against him.
Something else we got to do. We got to get back. We got to get back in a hurry. I'm not so sure as we're not man-to-man.
I think we are. We have gone man-to-man here.
Yep.
Which we'll see, you know, I would think we should match up well. The question is, are we going to allow them to get those offensive drives?
We're going to have to muscle 45 around.
Long pass to head up the floor. He's going to kick it over to Heidebrick for the long three. Oh, in and out. Should have followed his shot. He'd have had that rebound.
Oh, I tell you, our shots are just too flat tonight for some reason or other. It seems to me like
Getting a lot of rim bounce.
Getting
out.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
The more arch you have onto it up to a point, the easier it is. The easier it is going to be to let the ball go through the rim.
I'm going to call ahead here on the foul. I thought, boy, that one could have gone either way because their screen was not exactly set.
Foul is on Head, his first personal.
We need to get
foul of the half.
We need to get aggressive. I don't.
Zen gets a warning here for encroachment onto the out of bounds.
Let's get ready.
So now he's not going to guard the inbounds. We're going to guard the pass. Shaw makes a nice move. Takes it all the way in for two. Nice rebound by Stringer.
Got to get up in the air. I think this game will be won on who wants to win it the most. They're going to have to really come out and play like somebody possessed if we want to win this ball game, because Hillsboro is playing that way. We got to match.
That's number 2 on Shaw.
We got to match intensity with intensity.
You're going to have to hit the free throws too here. Can't leave any of those on the.
It's usually what you got to do when you're coming back from behind.
Second one up, it gets this one to go. 4-point lead now for the Trojans. A little over 6 to go here in this third quarter. Warriors staying in the man-to-man.
Oh.
Wow, that was a great athletic move by Dalrymple. Wow.
Got to be strong. Oh my gosh. How many times are we going to let him beat us down the floor? He got the rebound and ran the floor, didn't he?
Yep. That's going to be on Shaw. Well, I don't know. Are they going to call it on Gardner or Shaw?
Gardner, I think.
Yeah, they call it on Shaw.
Oh, okay.
Dalrymple got great position. He's going to take it up strong.
Oh, I don't know. I can't. It's hard to tell.
Ooh. Very flat shot again.
Third personal, 13 foul.
We're leaving a lot of points at the free throw line.
So far, that's 2 here missed in this second half.
No arch.
Quarter.
No arch. That's at least 3 points this half.
That's
we've
3.
lost.
That's
Yep.
3 right
We've
there.
left.
Which is half this lead.
3 misses. Boy, you can't let him bury you. You can't let him bury you underneath the basket.
Yeah, when Shaw caught that ball, he was already under the basket.
Great
himself.
post play. All he had to go was straight up. We couldn't do anything. If we try to block it, our hand's going to hit the rim. That's how far underneath the basket we were.
Right now, the Warriors are just playing very, very disjointed.
We need to settle down. We've got a long ways to go yet. Get some stops. Get some shots. We got this.
Hit,
All right.
drains the three from the side.
Three-point basket by
That's
Heck.
a Case and Son 3-point shot
Pulls it back
made.
to a 5-point game. Need to have a defensive stop here, pick up a little momentum.
Got to really focus on Shaw, I think. Got to really focus on him. Don't let him get position.
Ford the rebound.
Basket by Shaw.
We had 3 rebounders down there and just could not get him boxed out. Ooh. Rattles out for Zen.
Those are good shots we're getting. I don't know why they're not going down. We're just not, I don't know, finishing the shot.
We'll call Stringer for the foul. That will be his first.
It's all right.
Second team foul on the Warriors here. 3 team fouls for
Fouls
Hillsboro.
on Stringer.
Dalrymple and Heidelberg are going to check out. Wynn and Jackson Tracy are checking in. Hillsboro had a couple substitutions also.
Three-point basket by Brusek.
Edwards going to call.
That's a good shot. You come out there, you read the defense has their hands down, you put the ball up. Pretty good job by the shooter.
Marion
And
timeout. Full timeout.
Tampa State bank timeout here.
Tonight's Marion
third quarter sponsors are Marion Booster, MHS Pack, Marion's Ace Hardware, and Carlson's Grocery.
Well, we said at halftime Marion was going to have to take care of the ball. We really haven't turned it over a lot. We just haven't gotten our shots to fall, and then we've been
Yeah, we've had enough turnovers.
we've been kind of lazy on the defense. Shaw's gotten a couple easy baskets streaking down the floor, which we have not got back on.
Yeah.
And then they've hit some opportune shots themselves.
Okay, we've got to concentrate on the defensive end and get defensive stops. We can get some defensive stops, I think we'll be able to score some points. So get some defensive stops, work hard on the boards. We're not really in any foul trouble, so we can go after the rebounds. I think one thing we need to do really is to make sure we block Shaw off the boards. He's really hurt us on that back side over there.
Shaw's going to take a breather here for a little while.
Yeah, he's been playing pretty hard.
Hillsboro has what I'd call their small lineup in the game. Ratzloff's the tallest man on the floor. For the Warriors, Stringer's in, but Dalrymple's taking a seat. Stringer gets a nice high pass from Zen.
That was a pretty
Puts it up in.
fortuitous pass, but we'll take it. Kind of threw it into double coverage there, but Chase is tall enough to go up over everybody and get a hand on catch the ball and put it in. Well, they about picked our pocket there. Well, I'll tell you, Brandon's just been shooting in bad luck.
Yeah, that one was a little strong from a point blank position.
Boy, when things are going good, they're going good, I guess.
Basket by Ratzlaw.
He did a great job of getting in the lane.
Drawing the
Took it.
contact and throwing it up and
Took a tough shot.
off the glass and in.
Yep. Took a tough shot and luckily went in there. I know I can't.
And then we did
They
not
get the
chase down the
rebound.
rebound.
Well, our lack of concentration has just killed us tonight.
Basket by
Shaw
Shaw.
inside. Opens up a 12-point lead here for the Trojans. Tracy left it
Well, I'll
short.
tell you, we are short arming about every shot. Every shot we're taking, we're short arming. Hillsboro is doing a great job of beating us down the floor. So anyway,
Replay here. Did a good job of getting Heidelberg up off the floor. Lucky it was not an and one.
Yeah, he came down hard enough. I think he was going to make sure it wasn't a 1-on-1. Or it wasn't an and
Ball's
one.
on Heidelberg, his second, team fourth. Rempel checking into the game.
Minute 50 here to go in this third quarter.
And Del Rempel.
They know if they can get the ball down fast enough, they can get a shot up against our defense, and it's going to be more of an open shot than if they have to play against our defense. So they get the ball down the floor in a hurry. It's one way to beat a good offense. Hit the front of the rim again. See, they're taking.
That was a good offensive move. He drove in, drew the defense, left the shooter wide open on three, and got it.
They're taking a shot.
Nice pass by Stringer to Dalrymple. Dalrymple playing for two.
Got to get.
Shaw takes a little 15-footer. Not going to get that one to fall. Stringer clears the board. Out front to Heidelberg. Oh, can't quite get that one to fall. That would have been an opportune time there to get a hit of three.
Wide open. What's the quickest way to get the ball from one end to the other, Darren?
Pass, pass, pass.
Yes, it is. That's what they're doing. They're throwing those long passes.
And spreading the floor.
And spreading the floor.
Here on this Warrior court, if you see it on TV, if you've been here in person, you know the Warrior head is huge. And every time Hillsboro brings the ball down, they're outside the Warrior head. They're letting the trailer fill the middle, which is exactly the way you could draw it up.
Foul's on Heidelberg, his third personal.
Kind of got him there on the wrist.
Heidelberg's going to check out for this last 11 seconds. Tracy checks in for him.
Tracy entering the game.
15 foul on the Warriors.
Right now, if I was playing, number 45 is going to get the ball and probably shoot it right back to him. Oh, man, they sure missed him.
Yeah, they missed him.
Man, they almost got that in there.
Twice. I've been asked to announce that the concession stand.
After the end of the third quarter, it's 31-42.
So, Warriors had an 8-point deficit at the end of the first quarter, 5-point deficit at halftime, and now a 11-point deficit here.
11-point deficit. We're going to have to really play hard on the defensive end. Doesn't make any difference doing the offensive end. You got to stop them. They keep scoring. We can't go 2 for 2.
Nope.
Before we get started, the Warrior sponsors are Marion Supply, Gambino's Pizza, Katie Insurance, Security First Title, and that quarterly report was brought to you by St. Luke Hospital.
Coming up here for the fourth quarter is going to be Marion Dye Fixture, Edwards Jones Investments, Ludwig Truck Line, and Diamond H Fitness.
All right. See what we got going here. I think Hillsboro has the arrow, so they get the ball back with an 11-point lead. We're going to have to play offense really hard. We're going to have to make sure we block off the boards. We've got to stop them. We've got to get some stops.
So Hillsboro's got the ball to start.
Got to get some stops.
Marion staying in the man.
Got him with the body, I would think, probably. Had him on top, but I think moved into him on the bottom. That's what they're calling anyway.
That is Stringer's second foul, 6th team foul. So from here on out, Hillsboro's going to be shooting.
Fouls on Stringer, his second personal. 16 fouls.
Sooners with their first possession of the second half, or fourth quarter, I'm sorry. Hit from the corner, can't quite get it off the rim. Stringer knocks it out of bounds.
We're probably going to have to do some full court pressure. But Hillsboro handles the ball so much, I'm not sure how well that'll work, but we've got to do something to get them out of their rhythm.
Nice steal by Dalrymple, nice anticipation. Wow.
Who are they going to call that on?
They're going to call 22.
Okay. Ball goes inside. Comes from behind.
Fouls on Shaw, his fourth personal, fourth team foul.
I would say he got him with the body, just like
Well, it's just
down
like this
here.
and down
Yeah.
here.
He didn't. It wasn't a foul up top. Well, they ran into Eli pretty hard, didn't they? Okay, we got to go inside now.
Fouls on Rental, his second personal.
We got an
15th
advantage.
foul.
See if we get it. See if we get it inside to one of our big guys.
Wow. Holy cow.
Fouls on Stringer, his third personal, 17th foul.
I don't know where that one came from. Replay, Stringer's
Did
hands
they
are
call him for tripping?
No, they called him for a grab.
Well, when the guy went over, I thought maybe he might have tripped him a little bit, but I didn't see any grab there. For crying out loud.
Nice rebound by Dalrymple.
Yeah. Nobody hurt there except we didn't get any points.
Well, they are letting them play now. There's a move by Zen.
Basket by Zen. Basket by Batista.
Can't trade baskets at this point. It's not going to do us one bit of good to trade baskets.
Nope.
Need to get the momentum in our favor, but
We lost our assignment, I believe.
it's going to be 4 on Gardner. Team foul on Hillsboro, so the next one, Marion. will
He's been
start
pushing
shooting.
pretty hard underneath there. He's playing position defense, and he's moving around. Of course, he looks like he can move a few people around. Maybe a few weights. He looks strong enough to do something.
Nice take by Chase, nice pass by Heidebrick.
Nice pass inside. Now we've got to get a defensive stop. Who's got who?
These seniors for Marion need to realize they've got 5 minutes left in their career unless they figure out a way to play great defense and get the ball in the hoop. Nice steal by Heidebrick, pass to Zen, Zen up and in. Okay, keep playing good pressure D here.
Okay. That's what I thought. Great timeout
Great
by
timeout
him.
by the coach.
Yep. Got to settle his kids down. We're making a little bit of a run at him. He's going to settle them down and keep them doing what they needed to do.
I believe it was a 14. It was either a 13 or 14 point lead for Hillsboro. Marion has now cut that back to 9. Played good solid defense the last 3 or 4 times down the floor. If we'd have been doing that all game, it'd be a whole different scoreboard.
Could be.
So that was a Tampa State bank timeout here taken by the Trojans with 4:39 left in this game. 7.
Do we need to do this one more time?
We'll get what went in here, yes.
Okay.
17 fouls on the Warriors, 16 fouls on the Trojans.
So everybody's shooting one and
Gardner,
one.
the only one on the floor in foul trouble right now. And he's got 4. Sam lost his man on a backdoor cut. No. And Gardner's going to foul out of this game. Great response by Noah. He saw that ball was tipped. Stayed up in the air, got it, and just took it immediately up strong right over the top of Brooks.
I think it was a pass.
Okay.
Give him an assist.
We'll give him an assist.
Yeah, alley-oop. Well, playing defense, that's the worst thing you can see is something that doesn't hit the rim because you're expecting it to hit the rim and
Or
the
at least draw a
offensive guy.
backboard or iron or something.
Yeah.
Ew.
Seems to me like I remember a national championship being won by a missed basket.
Yep.
An awful missed basket.
Yep. That forever will look like an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Nice defense. Up to Zen. And in.
Basket by Zen.
7-point lead for the Trojans. 3:50 to go. Warriors making a run.
Get your hands
wow,
up.
that was close to backcourt too.
Get your hands up.
Steal by Zen. He's got a trailer on him. He needs to be careful. And with the alley, Noah Dalrymple for 2. 5-point lead for the Trojans. 3:30 to go in this game. Wow, out of that timeout, Marion has kept their focus and kept up the pressure.
Got a timeout
Hillsboro's
over
call
for
a little
Hillsboro
timeout
now.
now. Momentum all in the favor of the Warriors right now. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Tampa State Bank timeout. Yep. Another great timeout. You noticed when they came out after their timeout last time, they got a layup, backdoor layup. So I'd be looking for some type of play. He's going to draw up something to kind of stem the tide and get him a basket and try to keep things from going on. So we got to be alert and do what we've been doing. We kind of getting our fingernails on a tip ball, been tipping them, doing whatever we can do, and we're able to get some fast breaks.
That last play down here on that last steal, it looked like Hillsboro had a wide open layup. You know, he drove. It was just by that fingernail tip.
Somebody got a finger on
got a
that
finger
ball
on it and tipped it to Sam. Sam took off to the races. Great little pass to Dalrymple.
But they're going to, we're overplaying so hard. They're going to start running some backdoor cuts, I know, but we'll see how things go. Right now, Marion has 3 timeouts and Hillsboro has 2. So we need to keep the pressure up, see if we can't get another stop here.
17 fouls on each team right now.
They're going to post up Shaw. They're going to post up Shaw.
Oh! Wow, that was a late jump ball call.
I think it was a jump ball.
Oh, it was a jump ball. But they didn't call it until Heidebrick had it all on his own.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Warriors can do something here and eat into this lead.
Come on, settle down. Settle him down, point guard.
Oh!
3-point basket by Hillsboro.
That might be Noah's first 3 of the year.
But did you see how much arch he had on it?
Oh, yeah, exactly. He needs to shoot his free throws with that much arch.
Yeah.
So, 2-point lead now for the Trojans, 2:36. Marion has clawed their way back into this game. Oh, almost a steal there by Stringer. Jump ball! Right now, in this last 4 to 5 minutes, Marion's the team that wants this game. Can they continue to do it for the next 2.5?
Can they keep the intensity up? Going to go inside to Shaw. I don't blame him. He's going to man up.
Juan Ratzloff on the push-off. Player control foul, so it's not a shooting foul. Here's the replay. We just saw the replay there. Gene, can you throw that again?
Probably not.
Okay. So Marion's going to get the ball out of bounds with the player control foul, which is not a shooting foul. Marion's going to have a chance here to tie this game up. 2:15 to go.
I'd like to see it go right at Shaw.
Sam left open in the corner. Strong. Noah Tall almost cleared the board. Nice follow by Shaw.
Basket by Shaw.
I kind of agree with Chase there. He was kind of helped out of bounds, but they're not going to call that. Minute 30 to go, 4-point lead.
I think you're going to see. Be ready.
You know, I think Chase has a little bit of an argument there. That's no worse than what happened to him down there.
Fouls on Stringer, his fourth.
Yeah, but he called the foul. The foul was called before the
Before he
travel.
walked.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, and he misses the free throw. Dalrymple clears the board. Still 4-point lead, 1:20 to go. Marion really needs to get a basket here. Oh, tipped and thrown away.
Basket by Kusak.
And one. Should be an and
Basket
one.
by Heidebrecht.
So, 4-point lead for the Trojans.
Got a Tip State Bank
51
timeout.
seconds to go.
Good call. We need to settle down and get a breather. Get a settle back.
We got to get a stop.
I'm afraid we're getting to the point right now where Hillsboro will just try to hold the ball.
We have a lost set of car keys that were found in the women's restroom.
Lost
If you drive
set. Oh, women's.
forward,
I hope it wasn't yours, Sherry. If they were found in the women's restroom, we're gonna have problems with you if that's where your keys were found, man.
Maybe somebody took them.
Yeah. You and the judge were talking before the game about some senility. If your car keys were found in the women's restroom, I'd say that is kicking in.
Yeah. Somebody stole them from me and put them in there.
Oh,
well. Hey, it's been a great ball game.
Well, you know, the final score of the one before Christmas was 54-52. The Warriors have fought back in this game and have got this set up for a very similar score.
I would take 54-52
Oh, me too.
in favor of us, of course.
That would be awesome.
I know at Hillsboro people will probably be watching this replay.
And that's fine. We
That's
haven't
fine.
said anything
You gotta-
bad about them.
Hey, you got to remember,
played
remember, we're prejudiced.
Yeah, that's right. You know, this game
Most
tonight,
definitely.
both teams have played well when
Yeah,
they've
they
been
have.
in their spurts.
Yeah, they have.
Actually, Hillsboro's played a more consistent full game than the Warriors have with all the turnovers
Yeah,
they had early in the game.
Less turnovers. Yeah, that's all right.
It's going to be a 1-and-1.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to go after loose balls. You can't let them run around and run clock.
Fouls on Head, his third personal foul, 19 foul.
Five-point lead.
Number 30 goes, woo! He thought he'd missed it.
Well, it sure rattled around.
Well,
Unfortunately
things are
for us,
going good. Things are going good.
It fell.
Red Bull enters the game for Hillsboro.
I don't know if their coach is saying no fouls. I don't know. So then we ought to just drive the dang ball in there and shoot layups.
And quick ones.
Yep.
Faster you score, the more possessions you're going to get here, which is what we need at this point. That wasn't quite what we needed.
Needed a quick basket, but not a contested one. Can't fault the effort, though. Definitely came after
Foul
the
on
effort.
Heidenreich, his fourth personal, 10-team foul.
It's going to be 2 shots here for Shaw. 2 shots the rest away for Hillsboro this last 39 seconds. First one up and in. 7-point lead now for the Trojans. Dalrymple with the rebound. Sin puts up the floor to Heidelberg. Heidelberg takes a long three-pointer, gets it to go.
Here's the Tampa State Bank timeout. Within 4.
It's going to leave the
Two-possession game right now.
It's going to leave the Warriors with 1 timeout.
Marion called a timeout, full timeout. Hampshire enters the game. And again, if the score is
Right now,
it's
it's a two-possession ball game right now. Obviously, we'll need to, I don't know how he's going to play it. He could try to trap and get the ball or foul right away. And I don't know, with 3.4 seconds.
I don't know that you.
I think you can try to get a 10-second count, but after they get the ball across half court, they're going to have to foul.
6 to 7 p.m. or at their website, TV20.com.
You know, I'm not sure who's going to come out of their timeout, whether they're going to switch players again, but you know he's not going to have any poor free throw shooting people on the floor.
Yeah.
He's too good of a coach for that.
Yeah, he'll put his best ball
The
handlers.
best ball handlers and free throw
and
shooters
best
are
free
going to be on the
throw
floor
shooters.
here, so. I don't know. I guess, at this point, of course, he's taking the ball out of bounds. I'd almost foul number 5. He's the freshman. Give him the most.
Had our chance there. We couldn't come up with the ball.
I think it's going to be a jump ball, right? Because they called an injury timeout.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to
No,
call
they
a foul.
called a foul on us.
Yeah. They're going to call a foul on Heidelberg.
That'll be his 5th. Heidelberg's going to foul out.
Heidelberg, that's his personal.
He actually took the guy's leg. I mean, he didn't mean to, but I mean, he took his leg out from underneath him. They're going to call that. Oh, I guess it's 2 shots.
It's 2 shots.
Because of 10 fouls already. Okay, we got 5 fouls.
Jackson Tracy going to check in for Heidelberg after fouling out.
Great career by Evan Heidelberg. I think, I'm not saying this is over, but he's had a great senior season and I battled it all the way, so we'll see what happens.
5-point lead.
Revlin Ratzlaff entering the game for Hillsboro.
Sam's got the ball, bringing it up over the timeline. Looking for a screen. Wow.
Basket by Stringer.
Another timeout.
7 seconds to
Marion.
go in this. Great steal by Tracy. Way to get it inside.
Yep.
But the time is just running out on the Warriors.
Yep. That was a great pass.
Marion calls timeout, a full timeout.
Pretty easy to call this, and looking back over it, maybe he could have taken a three. He was open. And
But
maybe
three
we
wouldn't
could.
have done us any good more than the 2 at this point.
No, still makes it.
Still makes
Yeah.
it, I mean, it could be 54-57, I guess. I guess one shot. Yeah.
Yeah, one
Well, we're gonna have
possession.
to
But
foul to get
anyway,
the ball
that's
back.
beside the point. We could have got an and one underneath there too. So those are a couple things we could have done. And it's easy to say up here after it's over with. Real easy. Like I told you a couple weeks ago, I haven't lost a game since I've been broadcasting. Pretty easy to second guess people.
Hillsboro's going to have the ball underneath our basket.
Gonna throw it deep.
Oh, wow. And that was a travel.
Basket by Shaw.
Did they wave that
They
off?
waved it off. They waved it off.
Yeah, well, hey, it's been a great season for these kids. They've done a great job. They've battled all the way. They battled hard tonight. They just come up a little bit short. Hillsboro kind of took care of the ball more than we did. They did a good job playing defense. Tonight, they were the better team. Earlier on, we were the better team. So we play 10 times, we probably lose 5 and win 5. So
Unfortunately, the one you lose is the one that knocks you out of the to going on. So good luck to the Hillsboro Trojans in their sub-state championship game coming up Saturday night at 7:30 against Mission Valley Vikings.
I think they'll win that ball game. And
If they play like they did tonight, watching that other game earlier, I think Hillsboro will make a visit out west.
Yep. But anyway, sports fans, Warrior fans, for Darren and myself and Jay and Gene, and where's our boss man?
Right over here.
Judge Powers. Hey, it's been a great season.
It has been a great season.
I've loved doing it.
We appreciate everybody tuning in to catch them either on TV or on the internet. Continue to visit our sponsors that continue to help broadcast all these games for the Warrior men and women of Marion High School.
We'll see you next year. And as Kevin Hofer used to say, keep the main thing the main thing. Good.